Hello, hello, hello. It is I, the unexpected one. Hello everyone, good evening. It is I, Carton, and I hope you're having a good day. You had a good weekend, a good Monday, even though I feel like I blinked and Monday was gone. But I'm not gonna complain because Mondays are very, very hard. Hello everyone, hello Haku, hello Jas, and hello everyone lurking in the shadows. I hope you are all fine today. And if you are not, I hope I can make you feel a little-ish better with my shenanigans and an impossibility to dev clouds. I might cough a little, I'm sorry for that. With the old smoking voice, it seems. No, I might be coughing a little. I don't know what I got. I don't know. It was a good Monday, only sleeping. These are the best Mondays. I wish my Mondays would be like that. For me, a Monday is often full of meetings, full of... Oh, yesterday Monday was okay-ish. Because I overslept. Which is nice when, you know, you're a freelancer in some way, because I overslept and I woke up. I was like, oh fuck, I overslept. And I was like, never mind. I still woke up, took a shower, took my breakfast, did everything like as peacefully as I could, sat on my computer and was late to the meeting. I was like, hi. I overslept. I hope you are all fine. They can't say anything to me. But then when I do shift my times like this, what I do is that I stay a little over at the evening and things like that. That's nice having such flexibility. But when I saw which time it was, I was like, yeah. Monkeypox, you are the monkeypox one. Hello bathrobes, I hope you're having a good time and a good day. I am absolutely the real Carton, even though I am early, but I'm sick. Well, I'm not really sick. I don't know. I don't know how to feel on this ground. I feel like I'm starting to get sick, and I hope not, because this weekend I'm away, and I need to be at the best shape I can, so I hope I'm not sick at all. If the music is too loud, please do tell me, because we are on the share playlist that you guys can add songs to, and I can, yeah, I should learn how to speak to, and I can vibe with, so we can do that. I feel my voice is a little too loud though. Yes, it is the same playlist. You know, the vibe of the vibe. It is the same playlist as I used the previous times, so you can still contribute to it. I prefer video games music, as always, because it is easier for the DMCA, and if there is DMCA, we will survive. Vibe. Yeah, I understood you. You meant to say vibe. Just a little yapping before we jump into the clouds, and I might show you new things that I did yesterday that you might want to see. New vibing things. For this week, I will be here Tuesday, so today, and Thursday. There will be no stream this Sunday, unfortunately, because I am away for Easter. And starting next week, my desk for crafting things should be ready, open, done. Include any kind of adjective you wish, and it should be done. So if it is, and it will be, we're gonna start again crafting live. It will all depend on my mood, as always, because crafting takes time, takes patience. It takes a very special and unique mood, I think. So if I'm in a good mood, it's gonna be dev. If I'm not, it's gonna be craft. Or maybe on the other way. I don't know. It will depend. It will depend on a lot of things. You have no music to add because you're opposite to my taste. I won't say opposite because I have a wide taste. I think in terms of taste in music, it's very wide. But it's just that for the sake of the stream, I need it to be video games E. That's it. I'm Bishop English Stalker. Me too. Me too, friend, me too. Yeah. I'm so bad at this. Shall we jump? Shall we jump in? Let me just check very quickly. How are you doing? Also, how long you listen to are lyrical on DMCA? Yeah, that's a problem. A lot of them are DMCA, which is I cannot put them in there, obviously. But when I can, I try to. Let me get rid of this. And then this. I need to check on the puppy very quickly. Oh, you can hear my chair. I think that is crying. Yeah, my chair is definitely crying. Why are my wings so up high? What did I do? I think I misclicked. Yeah, I misclicked. Look, I can show you my wings. Beep, 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 beep. There we go. Wait, I have to check on the dog because she does make weird noises. Okay, weird noises have been checked. She's just munching on a bone again. She likes those. She loves those. She loves munching on bones. Even though it's a little annoying sometimes when you want peace and quiet and she's there like... But that occupies her. And she needs her mind occupied. Music is a little loud for me. You got some late dinner at 7 PM. Sausages? Ooh, and peas with mayo? Mayo with peas? Ew! That hurt me. You physically hurt me. Okay, I'm someone who can hit mayo with a lot of things. Okay? I can. But with peas, you put cream with peas. You do not put mayo. But also enjoy the true student dinner. For me, my student dinner, it would have been two different dinners, and then we switched back to game dev. 2 dinners, 2 meals I had as a student back in the day when I had meals, because not gonna lie, oftentimes I would skip. Well, I skipped dinner because I was alone at home, so no one to judge you, but at school, well, it was at school, so after, why is my model so glitchily? What the fuck is going on? Oh, I stopped the camera. Great, fantastic. Oh, you can see, look at my face. That's a real carton face. I am as colorful as this in real life. And I think you can see how much the model absolutely do not track how I speak. Yep. But no, don't read. Blip. Do not watch. I'm gonna hide this. There you go. Oh, and you can see this too. Look at this. This is so many softwares. So now I'm calibrating. There we go. It's better. Student meals was rice and ketchup with ham. But it was what is the name? It's not chicken ham, but it was like kind of chicken breast. It was often chicken something, nuggies or anything. I didn't have that much meat, so it was often eggs instead, because eggs were cheap back in the day. So rice and ketchup is always my go-to student meal. The other student meal was the instant noodles, because when I was young, the instant noodles costed like Wait, I need to move the camera. Or maybe that's why it was buggy. Instant noodles were, I would say 30 cents. I think it was 30 cents or 50 cents the packet. You can't beat such a price. So obviously I was only eating this. Maybe that's why it explains why I have so many kidney problems now, because that shit was salty as fuck. Go down there. Classic, yep. It was 10 to 30 rubles like 6 to 7 years ago for the quick noodle packet. I think it was very cheap for everyone. Nowadays, with husband, sometimes we get those. And even us, we find it expensive. Like, it's supposed to be an expensive food. And it's like, why is it more than €1? I think it was like 80 cents or €1.10, which is way too much for what it is. Way too much. So, yep. Still trying to find this out. Okay. So, for people who weren't there this Sunday, we are currently trying to make a weather system. I should just put the music a little lower for me. 2 or 3 times, somewhere around that. Yeah, it did increase way too much a price for what it is, definitely. We did on Sunday, at least I tried it seems, to make clouds and to make a weather system mostly. So I cut and separated the weather manager to a cloud manager. Then there will be a sun manager, a day and night manager, a wind manager, a fog manager, a snow manager. Every kind of weather is going to be managed by their own script. Now, you might remember my clouds were pink. I had to change that. No, I tried to make them a little more realistic, and I can nowadays see them. I read a little more about Godot optimization, a good way of doing certain things, and I discovered something that I didn't know, which is multi-mesh instance. If you do remember, we had our little cloud, which was just a mesh, and it was a plane. For numerous reasons, having a plane is a bad idea, and I kicked that off. Multi-mesh allow you to multiply an instance of meshes a definite amount of time. It is a mesh made to be multiplied. It is used, for example, with rocks, grass, trees, simple elements that you need to multiply very quickly, and it is super optimized. You can do it in 2D and 3D. It exists. So now, how does my clouds look like? Baby, look at that. We can watch the cloud pass by now. So as you can see, we have a lot of balls. Always more managers than workers these days, absolutely. Even though it's like my managers are my workers in some way. I'm just looking into the sky very quickly. I've set the non-dev set. Let me just change this very quickly, otherwise it's gonna be annoying. Okay. This is the current state of the clouds. As you can see, it's kinda seamless. We can see go from left to right. Nothing. Which is why I need lyricless music. As you can see, it has like clumps. I don't remember the name to do this, but they're supposed to stay in groups to have those kind of amalgams. I'm gonna make them fuzzy today. We might have to dive in shaders, but for today I will see how I do it. I need to make them fade out, fade in. It's normal that we see the boundaries also. It's normal. Normally, yes, you see certain balls that are like they are like at different height too, and different speed. As you can see, some of them, the top ones are going faster than the one that are below and things like that. So far so good. I had a big bug and I hesitated to take a screenshot of it. I had a big glitch at first when I did this. It was a line. I had like one line of clouds. Looked like someone would be able to snort them and yeah, enjoy the day, I would say. But yeah, so far so good. I think I have like 300 clouds in the sky at the same time. Yeah, see, it's cluttering there. It is cluttering here. And we don't want that. Also, wait, is there shadows? Normally I've... I think my shadows disappeared when I decided to set them a little bit transparent. I think. No. Okay, so lost the shadow. It's okay. It's fine. Who needs shadows? I'm kind of sad because I was really happy about the shadows of the, of the clouds going on. Seems like they don't want to go anymore. Maybe? Maybe? Why was the camera? Oh god, okay, no. Give me back my very cute clouds. Is there any ability to randomize, diversify the look? Currently, it's just different size. Where is my size? No, setup clouds, it's here. Currently, how it works is I have like different cluster size, which means they are literally spheres between a group of 4 up to a group of 7 of clouds. I make them like to make the count, because if you divide the number of instances, it's not a round number, it's gonna break, so we have to do that. This is the range of the clouds for all of the cloud count. Cloud count, you can get it from the multi-clouds thing. And that's great. That's awesome. I just learned that. Then, for my number of cluster size, I change them and I scale them. I can change the size. So I had like two ways of doing it. I could have created a cloud instance, like imagine 3 to 4, maybe 5 spheres, really closed up each other, a big clump to make a real cloud. I could have made that in an instance, then instantiate that with a multi-cloud instance shape mesh. Problem was the randomization. If I want to randomize my clouds, it's gonna be there. But what I'm gonna do, and try, because we are still sandboxing, so we are having fun. Normally, I'm gonna try to randomize them with a shader. We will see, because the shader is gonna change the overall look of it. It's just a sphere for now. Then I can make bigger and better clusters and things like that. It is currently the same mesh. They are all the same mesh. Some of them are flatter, some of them are less flat, I should say, bigger. They have different sizes and they have different offsets. The clouds also have different ranges. Yeah, and we have this at the end because I had like a motherfucking glitch that took me like too long for what it was. I had a problem where I had in the middle of the sky one cloud. It wasn't moving, it wasn't doing anything, it was just sitting here and doing nothing. So I did get rid of this fucking cloud By that, you just multiply the cluster size to the cloud count and to the total of the counts. And if there is 1, you move it. To avoid it being like at 0, 0, so it looks weird. But again, it's just a test. But it was like, I crashed. I'm not sure it was this bug that made the game crashed. But when it didn't crash, there were like one singular cloud here in the middle, not moving. So I looked around and I was like, why is this motherfucker here? So yeah. Yeah, I've set this here to show you the global translate to... I changed the move cloud inside generate clouds. And then I've set up to the process of the cloud manager to be moving. So this is a movement. Movement happens from one boundary to the other, which means if I have a bigger map, if I have a smaller map, if I have a cave, I don't know, I can set up the place, exactly the boundary and the place of my cloud spawning, so it does seamless. That's it. I'm a great bug provider, absolutely. I'm a piece of shit at debugging. Like really, I can break my fucking head against a wall, and I'm not gonna lie, for this bug, this one, the solo fucking cloud, I had to ask for an AI. So I often use Gemini. I should be using Claude, not Cloud, Claude instead, because Claude is better for any kind of development and code development thing. For in terms of agentic AI, I just asked Gemini, being like, please, I have this bug in Godot 4.4, help. So after a lot of trial and error, they did give me the fact that, hey, you are currently dividing the multi-mesh, and you have one solo cloud staying at the end, and that's what it's causing the bug. And I was like, oh, you're right. I forgot that dividing something by 0 sometimes didn't help. It was absolutely stunned. I should have taken a fucking screenshot, because it was like either the game crashed, either the single cloud was looking at me like, you know, if I'm not here, everything crashed, right? I was almost at a certain point being like, maybe if I say to this cloud, if I can... So I was like, maybe I can select this cloud and say that this cloud in particular, set it invincible. and then we go on. But because the bug was happening randomly, I prefer to just go away with it and be like, no, I need to solve this. Don't hide bugs in a sandbox. Try to solve them. This is what I would say. Because otherwise you're gonna have problem if you export this kind of things elsewhere. So today, what we're gonna do? Today, I'm gonna try to have like a little bit of thing. I'm just gonna check something. For this stream, I'm trying something. We will see how it goes. And I will tell only at the end what I did. Okay? That's a surprise, okay? This is a test stream with something that you will see at the end, and I will tell you at the end. We will see how it goes. If it goes well, why not? If it doesn't go well, why not? But I can already tell you it is something that has something that is related to... Where the fuck is it? I thought it was in the front page last time. Where did you go? We spoke about agentic AI. No, it's not here. Maybe in there? Where are you, boy? I think it was the assistant hub, but I'm not sure. So, I do not have an agentic AI currently in the sandbox, but I'm using an AI. This is what I wanted to say. I'm using an AI on the side to help me with things when I'm stuck. And Godot just told me to fuck off, it seems. Hi, it is me, double Carton. Let me hide something. Why the fuck Why? Where did you go? Let me hide the screen because you will see all of the other project names. And it's not something that I should show. Well, even though there is like not that many. Okay, you good, Godot? Is it me saying AI too many times in a row makes you crash? Okay, it's back. It crashed. As I said, maybe it's still the single cloud happening. So I'm trying to use an AI on the side to compare my dev speed and production time plus debugging and creating with an AI agentic. For now, it is not agentic at all. It's just on the side when I need help. That's it. And we will see. My other question is, yeah, that's what I thought. I am not in my playlist anymore. Am I the only one who hates YouTube right now? Because they are motherfuckingly shit right now. There we go. Like, really, it's annoying as fuck. You listen to 2 music, and it makes you go out of the... It makes you leave the playlist. That's annoying as fuck. I hate this. And why is my model always speaking with the mouth on the side or not speaking at all? It's so fucking annoying. If I don't look at the camera directly, model is not following. I have another problem. Wait. Come here, you. Okay, now it's better. I feel sometimes my tracking is very bad. Also, I also read about the various transforms that I forgot about. For example, a get a setter, that's typical. Problem I had was with the global translate, the normal transform, I think there is a local translate. Where is it? I think I have another one. There is a transform. No, it's not there. But I'm pretty sure I used it at some point because I had a problem where my cloud were following the camera. So it's annoying. It is absolutely annoying. Imagine the clouds following you. Where was I? Okay. Now we need to get rid of this. So, we go to the other side of the boundary. Ooh, boundary. Yes. Again, this is dangerous because if my span is not what's a word to say something you can divide? Odd, even. Okay, if it's not an even, it will not like the thingy. I can delete this. So, generate clouds. It should happen within the process to make them kinda not transform, but nope. Just rereading quickly because since yesterday I forgot and I still have my code from work in my brain. Yeah. We should try bigger cloud clump, but for now I do not care. I did try to have big clumps, it was very funny, but I didn't like the look of it. Okay, maybe time to be shading things, but I don't want to. Now I have another problem, is that I currently made a material for my cloud. Yeah, come back here, show me. My multi-mesh has a material. If I wanted to have... I could have... I kind of like them like this, but no, awful. We're gonna make them also a little less, yes, more low poly, less high poly type. Same with the radial segment. Gonna make the double. Okay, so problem is I choose a material, now I might go through a shader. Do I wish to do that? What did I change on this one? The transparency and the albedo. Puppy's gonna woof. Yeah, let's go with a new shader. Let's go with a new shader. You're not gonna put them here. No. I think it's my first in this sandbox, so... In building characters, nope, I'm gonna create it before. It's not gonna be in scenes. That's range of 10 times I've put it here, but it's gonna be in assets. I always try to put all of my shaders, materials, anything like that. Also, I should have had materials here at the same place, because that's dumb, but you can reuse materials across game. Like, you can have one type of wood you use for your trees, for example, and you can use it as a table or something like that. It's the same. So it won't change anything. So I prefer them to be in the assets, so I can call them from here. Would be better. Okay, yeah, I forgot the shader. Should I click cloud? I thought of using fog for the cloudy weather, but I prefer to make a complete fog weather that can be combined with other. Like, so it means that sometimes you can have a clear weather, like imagine you're in a day cycle, and at morning you start the fog, the fog thingy without having possibly the cloudy weather. I don't know if it's understandable or if it's just my brain spacing out. No, not in the scenes. Assets? You won't find it. There you go, and in shaders. And now I hate shaders, so that's gonna be fun. So if you don't know what a shader is, it is hell on earth, basically. A shader is mathematics applied to each pixel of any given mesh, item, object, whatever you wish. So a shader, for example, if you see wind blowing on a tree, to give a simple example, if you see a tree and the wind is making the leaves move, this is normally, oftentimes, like 90% of the time, it's a shader doing that. Same with waves, same with grass moving. To not be confused with what is this name? Like cloth physics and physics. Physics are not shaders, shaders are not physics. That's why it looks pixelated most of the time. Maybe on older GPUs, it depends. It depends. You can have like quick shaders, like for example, making flames, like I did on my forgotten game. Like I did on Stasis. If you do remember, I did a campfire with flames. those flames are a shader. You can make fire with a shader, often it's how it is done, because you're not gonna physically create a flame in a game. You're gonna create a shader. But yeah, maybe to explain why it looks pixelated. Yes and no. Yes and no. A lot of things are related and based for shaders. If your game is pixelated, it might be caused by the resolution of your object, item, mesh, whatever. Because with or without shader, if it is pixelated already, adding a shader on it will not help. And a funny thing, you know, there is a lot of PS1 style games where they look very big pixels, they look like weird polygons going on. Very like, yeah, I would say PS1 era, because PS2 was better than that. It's often used for horror game, indie horror games, they use that. They mostly use shaders applied to the camera to make those items, those objects and meshes and everything in the world being like pixelated and PS1 style. Now that's gonna be my nightmare moment. So what I'm gonna do is gonna ask Google Godot shader, because I think there is a website. Yes, there is a website called Godot shaders. I remember that. I do remember that. But before that, I have to go off for like 5 seconds. Be right back, guys. Sorry for that. Was speaking. It's not you. No matter who I speak to, I always speak. I'm speaking in my sleep. I'm speaking when I'm alone at home. Someone was always yap. I'm a fucking professional yapper. So yeah, I'm into Godot shader right now. This is a great website if you are looking into Godot mostly, but mostly because it is free. People are showing the shaders. You can just copy the code, paste it, and read it. And there is a live preview that is built in to the website. So for example, if you are looking for, maybe I can show you. Maybe I can. Are you seeing this? No, I should not show you. Maybe if I do this instead, because I don't want you to see things you shouldn't be seeing. Check. Yes, great. There you go. This is Godot shader. And this is what you can get. See, so you see the style of VHS, motion blur, item highlighter, a Godot shader when you want, for example, in an horror game, you want some roots taking up on the walls, the ground, and everything. Hologram effect. These are shaders. Now you have your own emote. Did you make your own? And look, you can do a lot of things. So what I'm gonna mostly do is look into the shader I wish to have. Wait, is this? No. So which is funny because not for shaders, but for example on Unity, there is like a lot of things that often when you go into the asset shop, you're like, oh, I know you. I've seen you somewhere. It happens. It happens a lot of the time. What did I wanted? Dither? Dither, gradient shader, color dither. I'm not sure dithering would be hatching. Let's see. Live preview. So let's have this. I think you can change the so yeah, of course, I'm someone who never reads the I'm someone who never reads the things. Ouchie. So as you can see, it is very well used, for example, in Return of the Obra Dinn and things like that. For mini jams, which is something I really like about Godot, is the helping each other type of thing. Maybe a hatch? Oh, oh, this is a nice one. So my problem with shaders, it is mostly calculus, and I'm very bad with math. Or math are bad with me. as you wish. I don't know how the thing works. I don't remember seeing the live preview last time I went on it, which is strange. Yeah, okay, the closer you are to it, the more. That's funny. That's cute. Because see, this is dithering, but it's to make a wall portal. I don't want portal in my sky. This is not what we want. And I'm just clicking on it by default. Yeah, always be careful with the licensing. Not everyone put the licensing in there, but always see if it fits with your project. This is the one we just saw. This one is nice. Imagine there is a cloud shader. There is. There is. But I was the one who didn't want volumetric clouds or a cloud bed or anything. I wanted to really do it my own, so it is my fault. This might be what you thought about Bathrobe when you were saying, can we have like different shapes and things like that? I think you were speaking about this. Hope music is not too disturbing. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Dithering is not the word I'm looking for. How would you call when something poof? Disappearing? Well, you know what? I'm gonna take a dithering, a normal one. Like, let me take a cloud now. Fade in, fade out, fade. And I will slice and fade out. Ooh, nice. Transparency either. Effect is identical to the distance phase used in standard material 3D under distance fade. Okay. Unlike distance fade fading, this dithering effect is controlled by the alpha component of the source color. Wait, are they telling me there is already? Wait. I need to check this out. I need to check this out. There is already a standard material 3D. So not even a shader. Not even a shader. Are you kidding me? Distance fade. Where do I find standard? Where do I find standard material 3D now? Nope. It's time for the documentation. Coded 4.0. And they said standard material 3D. Oh, great. Hello, Emmas. Hello, hello. Hope you're having a good time. Hope everything is comfy. Under the mesh, yes. Then you have the material, yes. And it seems that on my material... Yeah, it is a standard... Oh shit, I redid one. Oh no. Well, it's okay. Distance fade, yes. Was it a pixel dither? What did they say? Distance fade. Wait. Are you telling me? Oh, the shadows! Why? Why are the shadows back? They are fading based on camera. Okay. Are the clouds fading or the shadows fading? Yes, okay. The dithering is happening at the minimum distance. But I liked how it looked. Let me check very quickly for the others. Oh, okay. Alpha dither, we don't see anything. It's still poof into existence. Now we can have our shadows, right? I'm gonna go with the dithering. Let me read very quickly. So, distance fade pixel dither smoothly fades the object out based on each pixel distance from the camera using a dithering. I was reading that, thank you. Approach. Dithering discards pixels based on the set pattern to smoothly fade without enabling transparency. On certain hardware, it can be faster than distance fade pixel alpha. Okay. Doesn't help. It is Fable music. Of course it is. Of course. Distance at which the object starts to become visible. The object is less than this distance away, it will be invisible, okay. And maximum distance at which it appears fully opaque. So that's gonna be the opposite, right? Of what I wish to do. I feel like. Yes. I feel like. Yes, okay, so the ring is happening, okay. Minimum distance, 100 maybe, because I think my ground is 200, so if it's 100 it will be a half. Yep. Oh, but all of them look like they are dithering now. Mm-hmm. Yes, okay. I like this effect. It's funny. Let me check something very quickly. Music. Okay, we are still in the playlist. That's great. Thank you, YouTube. Where is my game? Okay, because the sky is so high. I mean, distance is based on XYZ. That's a problem. I'm gonna put them less higher than this. Yes, now clouds are less higher. It kind of works like an LOD. I know, we see them pop out. If I go here, which is the limit of where the clouds are, don't fall. Yeah, they pop out. But these ones fades in. That's only because of the IRA span. Okay. Kinda looks nice. Looks less violent. But we still see it. Okay. I wonder what does pixel alpha. Maybe it will be better now. Ooh. Okay, I like the pixel alpha better. I do prefer the pixel alpha. Yes, definitely. Okay, now if I move, obviously they will pop. Obviously they're gonna pop because the span is not big enough. But if I change this, I have to change this. This nuts. Where is it? Huh. I changed the material and I didn't save it, and I had a custom AAB here. And I didn't write it anywhere. Whoopsie. Okay. Well, at least my clouds are not flickering, which is good. What is AABB? What is AABB? Clouds? I'm back. Clouds. Okay, I changed something that I shouldn't have. You are back. Here I am. Yeah, we can wave bye to the clouds, it seems. They decided to fade out of existence. So why am I crying about AABB? You might know the fact that when you have, in terms of optimization in the video games and things like that, you only show and display what is in the sight of the camera. For that, oftentimes you define the area that the camera can look into and how far it can look into. When we played Star Center Island, I have the perfect example for that. When we played Star Center Island, for example, with the camera glitch, I was able to go very far in the map and visit the rest of the game with just the photo mode. With AABB, it wouldn't happen because if the player camera was still on the player, I wouldn't be able to see anything out of the camera. Now, why it's nice and it counts, it means less occlusion on the screen. For example, it can permit you to hide certain elements. It's kind of like LOD, which is like the difference of detail in... It's the level of detail in object. And the further an item is, the less detailed it will be. It saves resources, okay? It's optimization. AABB does that with just hiding elements. It just poof, no more elements. And I think like right now, if I launch it back, no, it's there. Okay. So I've set up AABB and I just lost it. I've said it yesterday and now it's gone. Yes. Yeah, it is culling. So, for example, a bad AABB example that happens often was, for example, in the Pokemon AZ game, where what we call is clipping. You know, when you're moving around the town and suddenly you see things very far away just popping into view. That is because they entered the AABB area field of view. And if the player sees them popping, it means that their field of view is superior to the AABB. And that makes the clipping, well, we call that clipping, but it's culling. It's a culling problem. And I don't have the real name of AABB. So I'm sorry, we're gonna go with AABB. Now I have a problem with that because I've said it and I've lost it. Because I changed the material. Also, pink cloud. Pink cloud are back on the menu, boys. Yay! So far, so good. I just need to see if I go here. Yes, okay. See, you see it happening right now. But that wouldn't be a problem. Like, if, for example, my map area would stop here, for example, it wouldn't be as terrible as going up here. Okay, let me go back to the center of the map quickly. That's strange. So there's supposed to be a respawn point. Seems that it's not here all the time. Okay, we have our fade in, fade out now. Let me open VS Code very quickly. Yep. Yes, okay, it's nice. Let's see, hit count. So we did that. We didn't have a noise shader. Does it still display the shadow? No. No. Why? Why were you displaying shadows with the pixel dither? And suddenly you're like, oh no, I do not wish to. Why is there a big hole here? Whoa, looking cool, Carton. Shut up. One day Persona 6 will happen. When Atlus will stop to be lazy. See, you can see, okay, you can clearly see where the dithering happens. Look at that. You see that it is a circle around the player. It's not even a circle, it is a square. Yes, it is a square based on the camera. You see a perfect line here. I need to check something quickly. Okay. Okay. I don't want the pixel either. I want the pixel alpha. Where are they at maximum? What did I said? 7. So normally if I do that, everything will disappear. Yep. Nope. That's strange. Makes move down for you. Again, my friend. That's weird. I guess the game said no. No to my shenanigans. But it's fine. It's fine. It's not terrible if it's not working anymore the way I want it to. We're gonna keep the pixel dither. Why does the shadow disappear with pixel alpha? Maybe because the shadows are based on that alpha? I don't think so. We're gonna keep the pixel dither. It's fine. It is. It is. AAB's axis aligned minimum bounding box. Yep. It is a term for it. So is it the correct definition I gave, or did I just give full bullshit? Because if I do remember, what I learned is that AAB is like, yes, what you see through a given area based on, it's a axis, but it would be the camera mostly. If you have another and more cleared translation or explanation, I would take it gladly, with gladness. Also remember, I'm still learning, so we all learn every day. You know what? I'm still gonna have fun with shaders, so come back here, you. I do have a shading mode. Okay, you know what? We're gonna still make our shader. So let's open the editor. And I still want to make the transparency dither. No, because it's controlled by the alpha and we... But I could make something that if it's near the span box, the closer it goes to the span box limit, and you change the alpha value based on that, and it fades out. I don't know what's the best in terms of optimization though. It also means that I can decide the percentage of dithering. Meanwhile, this is based on the distance based on the camera. I'm looking onto what I wish to do. Do I want the cloud disappears based on the area or camera? I would say area. If it's close to the span box, is it Spanish? Kinda. Yes. Yes, it might be Spanish. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna add the shader. And I'm gonna add, I think it's gonna be a LARP. A LARP, a LARP, a LARP. So I'm gonna get rid of the distance phase. I'm just looking into the fact if it's still okay. Still okay. No rogue cloud. And we have our cloud, and the next pass is gonna be a shader, and the shader is gonna be a shader, and the shader. Don't stop coming in. Okay. So now we have our cloud. What I did, I created a shader and added it to the material. I just need to check very quickly if my material was albedo. No, no transparency. Okay. So now it has transparency based on the alpha. Is this what I understood? Albedo RGB, okay. Yes, the alpha. That hurts my soul. Now the question is, where the fuck do I put that? I should put it in the process, because the process makes the clouds move, okay? This is what makes the movement of the clouds. We have our boundary here, which is the span divided by 2. Here is the transform of the cloud. Yeah, I always call transform for tier. I should do that. But often I'm like lazy. I'm often lazy when it's time of naming things. No, this is a point to the other side of the boundary because the origin is superior to the boundary, so it makes it poof. I need to calculate here if it's like in, maybe in boundary minus, let's not say minus 10 for example. I should use percentage, it would be better in terms of, like, if I need to expand the map or reduce the map, it would be better to use a percentage of the overall boundary than just being like, minus 10, magic number. The only case of magic numbers you can use is when you do ranges or when you divide by 2, by 3, by 4, by a specific and important number, should I say. But if you can try to divide by percentage instead of magic numbers. Say the one who uses magic numbers all the time. No, I don't. I don't. If anything at my current work I learn is that not using magic numbers. So I said var how can I call that? Near limit boundary, and it's gonna be boundary divided by 0.8. Should that be a good number? I'm just gonna try to see which number it gives, because I'm really bad with math. Okay. Which is logical because it is... sorry. Yep. It is a good number. Maybe not. Wait. If my boundary span X 200 by 2, so it's gonna be 100. My boundary is at 100. So it should be 0.2 instead. Because I want 25, right? 500. Why? Why? Why, chat? Help. Why is it 500? Why is the math isn't mathing? Span X. Yes, 200. It's a float. Divided by 2. So, print bund should be boundary oh, I recognize this sound. How do you add variables in Sprint in Godot? Okay, this way it seems. Yeah, output overflow. My boundary is 100. What the fuck is happening here? But then if I do boundary divided by 0.2, it gave me 500. What do you mean correct? That should give me 80, right? Why am I multiplying per 5? I'm dividing by 0 to... When I tell you I'm bad with math, I'm not even joking. Calculus. Wait, calculus will spawn on my screen. I don't want you to see all of my... Yes, okay, there you go. Calculus, help me. 100 divided by 0.2. Wait, does it mean like, is it the number of 0.2 I can set in 100? Yes, I think it is. I am just... So I need to multiply per 0.8. Yes, so multiply by 0.2 to get 25, okay. Is that... Wait, is that the correct thing? Because I see I said... Okay. Just to keep you insane, as insane as I am currently right now, I did accountant studies. I could have been the accountant of a company. I'm pretty sure they would have been done. Oh my fucking god. Oh. Okay, so... No. Yes, thank you. And I said 0.2. So now it should be the correct number, right? Yes, of course it is. Oh. I'm so bad. I'm sorry. Now you understand why my games take that long. So we have the near limit boundary. So now if the current cloud. Yeah, but making an if. No, we are in. Are we in the process? We are in the process. If the origin is superior to the near limit boundary. I want it to. I'm commenting just in case. Reduce the alpha value for dithering shader. Yes. If the origin is superior to the near limit boundary, no, it's not superior. It should be it should be superior. How do I do that? How do I change my mesh cloud? I think it's albedo. alpha. And because it is a value... Wait, will the shader help me on this? Oh, it's color. Can I change the mesh clouds? Get instance, mesh cloud is a multi-mesh. How do I access a multi-mesh? Oh, that's gonna be tricky. I need to access a multi-mesh mesh. Then material. So I already have my multi-mesh here, which is mesh clouds. I don't need that transform, so mesh clouds, mesh, material, albedo, alpha, minus equal 5. Is it a... Should be a float? Be prepared for the worst error you ever seen in your fucking life. Of course. There is no material on the base object of type multi-mesh. Okay. Go to go to 4.4 multi-mesh. I need to read the code documentation. Not in French, please. You're making things harder for me. Okay. Mesh. Of course we can access the mesh. Mesh. Okay. There is an instance of the color. Wait. There is a color. Method color. Where is it? System A, B, instance, mesh. Mesh resource to be instanced. Oh, it is if I want to change like the mesh itself. The look of the individual instances can be modified using set instance color and set instance custom data. So we're gonna do set instance color. I think it is like this, right? Yes, you directly do the set instance of the mesh. I was like, do I need to call the mesh back or not? Or is my set instance color? Set custom data for a specific instance. No. Set the color of a specific instance by multiplying the mesh existing vertex color. That's gonna be a nightmare. Use colors is true on the multi-mesh. Is what? Use colors, okay. If true, multi-mesh will use color data. See set instance color can only be set when instance count is 0 or less. This means that you need to call this method. Okay. So I need to set it back to 0, then change it back. Yeah, I do understood my mistake now, bathrobes. I forgot that if you want to have like a part having a part of a number, you need not to divide but to multiply. I forgot this. So 0 to decimal fraction is a 2/10 simple fraction, and by dividing you multiply simple fraction by swapping top and bottom. I do remember that from very far away. But the problem is that you're explaining it to me right now. Tomorrow I will forget. No mathematics can enter my brain. Like I'm paper brain, okay? I sniff glue. Remember that? that might explain a lot of things. But yes, I'm very bad with numbers. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my accountancy lessons and courses and things like that made my brain hate numbers forever. Maybe related. Maybe. I'm not sure that it might be related to the fact that I sniffed glue, but maybe. Yeah, but if I do that, it means that for each fucking cloud, I need to set up manually the color. And I don't want that. Color type only to contain 4 floating point numbers. Each number is stored in 32 bits in the forward plus and mobile rendering method, but is packed in 16 bits in the compatibility rendering method. Which one am I? I'm in forward plus. So 32. I'm gonna change multi-mesh alpha. Let's try this instead. Let's try this instead. There's a set shader parameters where that change directly the alpha of the shader. But what I want is the alpha of the material, not of the shader. Surely a skill programmer. You put more skill points in creativity. Yes. Yes, that and in luck. Gacha luck. I had 2 points to spare. Put 1 in creativity, put 1 in luck, and that's it. Good calculus and or sniffing glue, or any other sniffable, or something. I don't sniff. What kind of idea you guys are thinking of me now? Don't sniff glue and don't sniff anything else, okay? 10 stream streak. Good streak. Nice streak. Well cooked streak. I need to change the alpha, so yeah, okay. Will it work if I do this? Often the alpha is the last one. Alpha is on to 255, isn't it? Me. Let me check. Yes. Material. Don't care about you. Color. Alpha 255, so yeah, but no, it's 1 for white. So if I want it to change, that would be -01. It's not gonna work. Expected 2 arguments, okay? You had 2. What do you mean? I even gave you 4. Okay, we go back to the instance color that is instancing my soul right now. If you're trying to set the alpha per instance, yes, within the multi-mesh, I think you can use a multi-mesh set instance color method. Yeah, I do think so too. I do think so too. No, how? Explain. Also, for non-multi-mesh instances, to set the alpha, without duplicating the material, you can use per instance uniforms. No, this is not what I want. Override the mesh vertex colors. You're using textures for the albedo shadow, so that one works. Oh, I'm using the same. Oh no, they're using textures. Wait, so maybe? What was my error? Expected 2 arguments, I gave 4. What are you waiting? Wait, let me just check very quickly if I clicked on the... Oh yes, I need to set it U to 0. Then it's gonna be... use colors. There you go. We go back to 300 clouds. And the buffer is gonna recreate itself. Yes, let me just check very quickly why the music is off. There you go. Yeah, I know. Oh, stop making me look bad. Okay, my clouds are here. Not transparent, but with shaders. And they are popping in and off. Okay. Beep, 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 beep. Multi-clouds. Mesh. Sorry for the noises. The cat and the dog are playing together. And the dog can't play without doing weird noises. I'm sorry if you hear. She's very weird. I'm pretty sure we have a weird dog at this point. She's half baked. Which is funny, sometimes she loses against the cat. Cat that, I do remind you, has no teeth. Set instance color. I need to see my albedo. There you go, she lost. She lost. Okay, I need to see what set color set get instance color, or maybe I can get the instance color then change it. It's waiting for an integer. So is it waiting for an X code? No. Why is it waiting for an integer? And it's an integer. I said no float. Expected to set instance color, instance in, and color. Okay. How is a color? Maybe I need to create a new color. Oh wait, it's gonna be annoying. Var color equal mesh clouds. Let me see if we can get them. Get instance color. I think I can do that. Then I set then I set the color, cloud colors. Set instance, what did it say? Set instance. So we need an instance int and a color. So let me see what get instance color give you color. Okay, so this is the first. And we need the second. No, this is the second one. We need the first. And the first is the instance. I don't know what is the instance. Not gonna lie. It's an integer. Set the color of a specific instance by multiplying the mesh existing the text color. So if I do 2, it will multiply per 2 the colors. What are you waiting for? Get. Why do I need an instance? Get a specific instance color multiplier. Okay, it works. Well, I mean, it doesn't crash. I'm waiting for an int. I feed it a float, and it has no problem, which means we might never get there. Print R with yet. My favorite type of printing. Yes. Okay. We do enter in this, so. It was disco, indeed. Very news of this, like of the creators of this game. I forgot the game name. Oh my fucking god, I'm bad. Disco Elysium, sorry. A color represented in a RGBA format by a red, green, blue, and alpha component. Okay. Each component is a 32-bit floating point value, usually ranging from 0 to 1. Okay. Some properties, such as canvas item modulate, may support values greater than 1 for overbright or HDR colors. Okay. Colors can be created by a number of ways, by the various color constructors, by static methods, such as from HSV, and by using a name from the set of standardized colors based on X11 color names with the addition of transparent, because transparent is not a color, chat. Color constants cheat sheet, yeah, but now my problem is I need to get my current color. Will they always be colored? When will be colored? I swear to God, when I was writing all of this for the clouds, I saw the word cloud so many times that when I read it, I was like, is it properly spelled? Is it okay? Beep 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 beep. Okay, so it doesn't work. It doesn't work the way I want it to. So what I'm gonna do, yeah, it multiplies the mesh existing vertex colors. That is very picky. And that is not what I wish. Unless if I multiply per 1, it means it stays the same. Wouldn't it? So 1. Wait, I need to go back. Okay. 1. And the cloud color. And cloud color, mesh color, get instance color. What is get instance color already? I forgot. We need an instance. Oh, but the instance is a current. Oh, I'm fucking dumb. We are in multi-mesh. So the instance is the current fucking mesh. Okay. It poof. But it didn't change color, which means might be working. Let me try by 2. Color should be changing. Doesn't. Keep it 1. I'm thinking. I'm pretty sure you can hear the wind in my brain right now, but it is me thinking. Just to be sure, maybe this is the other way. my origin is smaller than the boundary. But I'm doing the delta the other way on the X. So that shouldn't be happening. It is not happening, okay. I'm just launching. I'm just randomly launching whatever. Please being annoying. She literally has a tennis ball next to her, but she wants the one that is behind a furniture. so she's literally trying to grab it from under the furniture right now, even though she has one right next to her. She got it! Good girl. Oh no, she didn't get it. No, she did get it. She's putting the two of the balls next to each other. She's so cute. Okay, that doesn't. Thank you for giving me the ball, my dear, but I don't want to play. I don't want to play. Unless you know how to correct my clouds, I do not wish to play. It's gonna be time for me to anyway, so absolutely no progress today. Awesome. No, I did learn a lot about the dithers and pixels. We have our shader ready. Problem is, also I should need to correct the speed, because right now my character speed is almost the same as the fucking clouds, and I hate that. No, main problem is, I don't know how to do that. But I'm setting the same color, so my problem might be this. Color, new color. Let's try this very quickly. What did they say color was? RGBA format. How do I give you a RGB format? Maybe if I do something like new color. And what is the cheat sheet for the constants? Oh, fantastic. There is transparent. Let's change with green, yellow. Green, yellow. It's an awful one, but that's gonna work. And we said 1. There is no new colors, because obviously a new color cannot be set. What did I say? Green, yellow. Let me search. Green, yellow is here. Okay, so I need to do this. You have a green, yellow. That's strange, but let's try this. Normally, when they reach the border, they should turn piece yellow. Yeah. Let me put a bigger boundary at half. I see no piece clouds. Oh, the AAB. Wait, there we go. See, clouds disappearing up top. This is my AABB being off. I need to put it back to the right side. Okay, that doesn't help. Maybe per 2? Let's see. Dump, you forgot that the instance color was I. Not 2, because it means otherwise that only the cloud number 2 will get the color. Yeah. Not promising. Let me just check something very quickly. X is this way, main world. X is positive, X is on the left. My clouds are going to the left, positive X. So, because it's getting more and more positive, imagine. Once it reach like 25 or 50, yeah, it should change color very quickly. Huh. Let's see. Okay, I'm having my mesh clouds. Clouds color transparent, right? No, green at 0.5. Near limit boundary it's at 50, yes. What is its transform? I think it's the TR. Yeah, it is TR. XX. Okay. It should be peace color. Why don't you want to? The limit boundary is at 50. The origin X is at. Don't want to pronounce themselves. I'm gonna start a revolution. Okay, you know what? I did say I will do it, so I'm gonna do it right now. We're gonna ask the AI to help us in our changing the color thingy. So I'm just gonna ping the AI, and if it corrects it instantly, I will try the agentic revolution. Yeah, no matter, I cannot fucking develop a game when I speak like a toddler. Bibala resolution! Did I say resolution instead of revolution? Oh, wait. At least I'm asking, okay? I could just launch it to the game, but no. To slowly reduce the alpha value of the albedo of the mesh, multi-mesh. Once it's getting closer to the value of boundary. Let me launch it, the code. Because it needs a code, to need to understand what the fuck I asked for of it. Two. Let's see. Emma said it. Be better resolution. Yes, okay, interpolation math. I know I couldn't have done it by myself. I would have used just a LARP. LARP. Currently, greenish yellow butter, okay. How do you know that it is my greenish yellow? Man. It doesn't slide the alpha value down. Yes, indeed. Before the code will work, you must enable color support in the inspector. We did that. We did that. We did that. We did that. In the multi-mesh resource, set color format to float. Is the color format with us in the room? I think it's not with us in the room. In your material, yes, I do have a material, indeed. Ensure use instance color. Or vertex color used as albedo is turned on. How the fuck did I choose that? Nope, there is no such thing. See, the AI is telling me things that I'm not sure it exists, so we'll see. To make it fade gradually, we calculate a ratio based on how close the cloud is to the edge. Okay. That's what I thought. The boundary, okay. And the fade start. Okay, they set the boundary at 0.7. I'm just gonna copy paste what they say, and they put it outside of the process. It's something I should have done. maybe setting the value outside of the for each would have been a greater idea, indeed. Boundary. I still need my boundary. Same for the boundary here. They set it here. Okay. I believe in you, AI. Okay, my pure movement is still here. Then here we have the alpha fade calculation. Look at how they commented it. So nice. Oh, yeah. Of course. So the AI doesn't write with tabs if you ever want this. They write with spaces. With the min. Okay, so they set back the alpha to 1, just in case before. I'm gonna get rid of my cloud color, and I'm gonna get rid of my very weird code. And we have this. Oh my fucking god, I will have to rewrite everything. I love how I have an indent shortcut. No indent shortcut. Why is it... Okay, we need a fade percent? Oh. I haven't read already what they wrote. Just to show you if AI are trustworthy or not. And then they reset the logic. Wait, what? Okay. If current X. Why are they setting current? Oh, they renamed TRX origin to current. No, don't rename it. Don't rename it, thank you. I'm gonna keep this. Thank you. I don't like when AI start to rename everything. Okay. Origin, random span, zip 2. Why? Why did it change my range out of nowhere here? No idea. And then reset alpha immediately when it teleports to the back. Okay. Do we believe? Why did it say debug? Oh, okay. I was in debug. I'm just done. I have to warning. Oh yeah, it is the signal. Okay, I just copy pasted. We will see. Why this work better? Well, it should better work instead of working better, I guess. It doesn't. Look, guys, I use an AI. Look how much work it did instead of myself. It did the same mistake as I. And at the end, the AI say, a small warning on the color. The color you use is a very bright neon lime green. If your clouds look like radioactive waste, that's why. For cloudy weather, you probably want something closer to, and he gives me the RGB. I didn't ask you to comment on my fat cloud, on my peace cloud, okay? Come on. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. So I'm gonna try something very, like, I hate to do that. I don't like to do that. I'm gonna give him the full doubt and tell him that yes, he is right and that he should take the wheel. I'm giving the wheel to the AI, guys. And the AI doesn't know how to indent, which is great. This is why this is a future. See? Sorry god, if it suddenly works, I will just throw myself out of stream. I should really set the I should really set the shortcut for the indent. Why is it not set? That's another question. Is it the reset inside the here or not? Yes. Okay. Let's... Use space character. No, you didn't? Oh, yes it did. Your color shit. Yes. Yes, definitely just said that. The future is here, guys. The AI is at least my level. It's not working. It isn't. So what do I do at this point? Like, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I just said it doesn't work. do whatever you do. It doesn't work. It's usually because the material and the multimesh resource aren't talking to each other yet. Together, even if you set the color on your script, the shader won't look at the data unless you flip a specific switch. Yes, okay, yes, the thing you told me to change, it doesn't exist. Look at the multimesh resource in the inspector. Okay, I'm gonna look at your fucking multimesh resource. Wow. color format doesn't exist. It's telling me properties that doesn't exist. Look at that. So I'm gonna just tell him color format doesn't exist in the inspector of multi-mesh. It's a bit of a hidden menu. It's tucked inside the resource. Resource is normally at the end, so let me click on the multi-mesh. Let me look into the mesh, go away. Resource? Look guys, there is no color format. What a surprise. Okay, let me. It is like I'm giving you step by step to find it. At this point, even the AI is tired. Select your multi-mesh instance 3D node. Here it is. In the inspector, look for the multi-mesh property. Here it is. It usually says empty or multi-mesh. At this point, it's bragging. Click on that resource to expand its specific settings. At least for a nice step-by-step thing, it's nice. Click on that multi-mesh resource to expand its specific settings. Okay, yes it is. Now you will see color format, transform format, and instance count inside that submenu. So there is instance count. Yes. Do I not have the eyes in front of my nose, or no? My nose is in front of my eyes. There is no color format. There is no transform format. There is transform format. But transform format is 3D and 2D, and that's it. But there is no color format, is there? Huh? Is there? Change color format from none to float. I would. I would if it was there. There. I'm writing in all caps. There is no color format in there. Transform format, yes. Instance count, yes. No color format. I'm just gaslighting at this point. Why it still might not show, even if the format... No, I don't care about that. I hear your frustration. It's maddening when a setting you're told is there. It's just not showing up. It doesn't accept the L. The reason you don't see color format is likely because your mesh, the yes, is currently set to compressed or known attributes. I see none of these. Or you're looking at a specific setup where God4 hides the color property until the mesh itself supports it. However, let's keep the inspector hunting and force it via script. You answer, your guy does shit. Yes, and then he tells me, it's frustrating, I know. Oh my god. But at least it gave me another solution, which is good. Let's see if it still works or not. Add this line to the very top. Okay, so I gave him my full script, so he wants to change this. This tells the multi-mesh exactly what it needs to be, regardless of what the inspector says. I don't like that. Okay, so he's changing the settings manually here. This is what he does. He's accessing like settings that are normally accessible in the fucking inspector. So now, if we listen to Mr. AI here, it's supposed to work. Well, at least half of my clouds are missing. Where are my clouds? Wait. Where are my clouds? Nope. The future is here, guys. See, AI will replace us all. It's even as cheeky as a human would be. If you do the step above and the clouds turn black, it means the script is working, but your material is not configured to receive the color. They don't even change color. They don't even. Oh, it changed my instance count. Oh, the badass. Music fits with clouds. Let me set it then. That's why we have less clouds. Okay, so it means it still reads my code. You must do this in the inspector. Stop letting me go into the inspectors. Open the material. Okay. Go to vertex color. Toggle use as albedo to on. Wait, no, this is... Yes, it is my material. Use as albedo. Go to transparency and set mode to alpha. Oh, I was like, why is transparency not there? But it's not in the... It's not in the alpha order. Even if it's a Star Observatory song. Yeah, I like this music. I've said it at the beginning of the stream because I've set the begin stream inside the observatory. Okay, debugging the missing UI. Okay, he's still on it, he's still on it. Chat. They became poop clouds, but look. It's working. So it means you can go fuck off. Don't change my transform format, thank you. Was the thing that I needed to change? That's the transparency or the albedo? We will see. Now I'm debugging myself. I'm reverse engineering the AI to see what it did. Okay. Reverse. Okay. Transparency alpha is what did all of the thing. We do have a dithering now. At all times? No, it's because it's alpha-based transparency. Okay, transparency. And now they are pooped colored, but they change and they still pop out. No, they do change. Now let's see if it is what made the thing change correctly. Nope. Okay. So at least I can get rid of this shit. No. Shit. This is not what I wanted to do. There we go. AI revolution is there. Yep. So it was something to do with material. It was, but absolutely not in the place it said it was. And not the thing it thought it was. Which means if you use an AI without any knowledge on Godot or development or anything, you're gonna spend more time debugging with the AI, because the AI is like, I'm right, you're not wrong, because unless you tell them that they are wrong because this doesn't exist, this is not the correct version or anything, they will believe very hard they are right. So now, normally, yeah, I do have my poop clouds, and they are dithering so slowly. Now, which means that this was good. Now, let's say that I want it to be white, so it's gonna be 0, 0, 0. Or is it gonna be 1, 1, 1? Oh, it's gonna be 1, 1, 1. But at least we see better now. I just need it to change the fading more. What the fuck happened? Oh, it's because I have my... Okay. Remote position, beep, fade range. Okay. So we need to change the fade to be... It's still too slow, but it is what we wanted. Kinda. So that is how many are in strawberry all over again. Absolutely. Absolutely. You don't trust AI because because that's what happens if you do. But funny thing, the AI still told me how to debug the missing UI. If you still if you still want to find it in the UI for peace of mind, it is often hidden under data or usage foldout depending on the specific version of Godot you are using. So it told me multiple times it was under resources when it is not. So, sorry for that. So it said on the data or a usage foldout, there is no data, there is no usage. To prove it's working, put this at the end of your generate clouds script, and it's like it will turn every other cloud bright red. It's showing up the opposite, like. You wanted to dither them with the alpha, so I'm changing the color to prove to you that I was right. But it says if there is still an issue, it's 100% in the material settings, like the vertex color, use as albedo, anything like that. So, AI was good at helping us, definitely, because we have our dithering clouds. Now it's just tuning it. I need to tune it to having the dithering effect happens faster at the end of the map. So it doesn't poof, it just like very rapidly fade out. So that would be like maybe something like this. Too late. Okay, it's too close to the boundary, I think. Too close. Magic number. Let's go. It won't work anymore because magic number. See, this is why you should never use magic numbers. Problem is, it's not finishing the fade. Yeah, the clamp. Oh, they use clamp. Okay, I would have used something else. Oh, far in fade divided by the fade range alpha. See, this is very simple math. When you read it like this, it's like boundary minus fade started give you the range. How far are you in the fade currently? Because remember, we are in the process, and this tracks where our current cloud is. And depending on where it starts fading, So how far we are, and then it changed slowly the percentage based on that. Then apply the color with a new alpha. So right now it's black, so let me change it to white. And then it sets the instance color of this cloud to the cloud color given here. So we were not very far. We were not very far because we were right with instance color, having the instance being the current cloud and the cloud color, but I didn't know that I could just write alpha out of this. Oh no, alpha is there. Okay, so it's a clamp between 0 and 8% here. Then it changed the color again. So it did help. Definitely helped. I still have my very cute clouds. Now I have a problem with that, is that the shadows, look at the shadows. They became weirdly transparent. They weren't like this before. And some of the clouds, as you can see, have a dithering effect on them. And it happens only because we choose to have the alpha transparent alpha, sorry, here. So again, the AI is helping and correcting the problem I gave it, but it gave more problems with this. Oh shit, I didn't look at the time. I'm so sorry. So yes, that was today clouds problem. At least we have fading. I will tune a little better the fading fade out, because this is not only the fade out, but I need a fade in here. I need a fade that is relatable to the full size of the thing with no magic numbers, which means this will be adaptable no matter the map size. And then we still have a few elements. Wait, let me check what we wrote. I will add a noise shader, so it's gonna be very simple. Might even use Godot shader for that. Make borders blurry, so I might do it after heating. No, after heating I will take a break. I've been working all day long, I'm tired. Might do it a little bit tomorrow. I don't know yet. But in any case, we will continue in 2 days, so I hope you're ready for that. We might still keep the AI for debugging. I like this because I was able to read the documentation, do things by myself, and then being able to debug with it, even though it half debugged. Will you review my server suggestion? Do you want me to review it live, or do you want me to review it? But yes, I can. Cake. Emote suggestion. Great. I like this one. This is a good one. Yes. We need the approved. Obviously, I approved. Yes. No problem with that. I can even do it live if you wish. You want to call it cake? It's gonna be cake. There you go. There you have your cake. Here it is. Normally it should work. There you go. That's a great one. Where is the music? Oh, it was My Gordon. Yeah, but My Gordon is DMCA. I should get it rid of the playlist. There you go. Shh, Mike. We said no. In any case, I'm gonna have to poof, guys, for today. Thank you again. Thank you again for jumping in. I hope you had a good time. I'm sorry for being so slow to dev. We only change the transparency of fucking clouds. That's annoying. But it's really terrible for me to try to switching languages like this at the end of the day is terrible for me. It is terrible. But we are learning. Definitely in the learning. I'm gonna delete this because that's the full AI code and I do not like that. I will rename and change what the AI wrote, just to make sure I understood properly what it did. And, you know, there are shit like this that I don't want to leave out there. Oh yeah, no, it changed my range. Wait. No, this is my code. Yes, 10 and 12. It is mine. It is mine. But I don't like what it did. And we have the generate clouds. Okay. Sorry, internet went dark for a bit. It's okay. It's okay. Thanks. Thanks for the stream, guys. Thanks a lot. I hope you enjoyed still and that you learned new thing. I did. I definitely did. I hope I will have proper dithering clouds, very fluffy, very lot of things for next time. I hope it will be fine. I'm not sure I have time to launch you to someone. Let me know. Okay, no, I need to go right now. Thanks for everything, guys. I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all in 2 days. Please take care of yourself. Be kind. Be what you want to be, and be a bee. Have a big carton. Be a bee. No. Bye everyone. Take care. Love you all.